Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon or Rising. Gemini, this is your weekly intuitive tarot read for February 3rd to the 9th. This week we have the Imrama Oracle card with the Five of Wands, the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So really seeing a clear theme here, Gemini. This is time this week for you to step back into your power, to take the control back, to get back into that seat of power, and to put an end to situations that are not serving you, that are going against your grain. Now, I think there's going to be a key decision involved, but you're going to have the clarity of that Queen of Swords, and that's also your energy, Gemini. So you're really going to be feeling a lot more powerful and able to make really clear, conscious decisions for yourself that's going to lead you to a place of greater security, of greater sense of stability within yourself. So I was going to kick off with that Oracle card, guys, Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? The Celtic word Imrama means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we're going, but our soul knows the way. If you pulled this card, you were either being called on a soul journey or are already on one. It could be to a physical ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and the planet, and to the planet as well. You are being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it is a journey to the world's sacred sites. Or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimages in your future. Yeah, I'm really sensing the metaphorical sense of this card here, Gemini. I really think this is a journey back to yourself, journey back to your soul, journey back to, being that great initiator of your own life instead of, following somebody else's footsteps, marching to the beat of somebody else's drum. Somebody that is journeying to, their sense of utopia needs to be, that person that can orchestrate their own empire, and that is the Emperor. I'm really seeing this as your focus energy this week, Gemini. Now, the Emperor is, about being in, calm, clear control in that seat of power. The Emperor is the great initiator and the initiator of progress in a positive direction. The Emperor is somebody who shapes their world for the better. They don't let others shape, others input or, the world around them to shape them. They're not somebody that lets life happen to them. They make conscious decisions and manifest the direction forward. The Emperor is somebody who knows when to put emotions to the side, to put the armor on underneath the cloak, so that this person, you, when you're in Emperor mode, can make decisions from a place that is factual and not be misled by our emotions. That's the Emperor energy. So you're really being asked to charge forward this week, Gemini, from a place of mature, strategic decision making under this Emperor energy. And I think that comes after a time where you've been dealing with a situation, there's a certain amount of conflict in it, be it internal or external conflict. Now, the Five of Wands, really talks about pettiness. And pettiness can be being in a situation with someone where you've got that, tit for tat, back and forth, one-upmanship type of arguing or bickering. It can be gossip in friendship groups, even family, corporate politics or workplace politics, that kind of thing. It's very unproductive. It's the opposite to the kind of progress that somebody in Emperor mode wants for their life, and this can really hold you back in this energy. Now, we do have the Emperor in the reading, obviously, so this situation could be in a marriage situation. You could be dealing with it could be with your boss or mentor, somebody older than you. That's what I'm seeing here with that Emperor next to the Five of Wands. But either way, I really think that you're drawing a clear line in the sand this week, Gemini, and I think you've had enough of it. Because we have the Ten of Wands here. Now, the Ten of Wands is an ending, guys. It's not a, I'm just sitting here and I'm going to stay in the toxic soup of this for a while. It is somebody who's ready to release, ready to put down these wands, ready to release the weights and the burden of this situation, because maybe it's been weighing quite heavily on you for a while. Now, the thing about the Ten of Wands, you can see that because the situation is, a burden in a sense, it does blind this person's vision from seeing the way forward. This person on the card can only get from, work to home and back again because it's a well-worn path. He or she can't see other paths or other possibilities or other opportunities because the vision is clouded. So for me, this is saying that the situation may be holding space in your energy field. You can't see other options because you're just too busy tied up in the kind of, it's quite an immature energy, I feel. And so it's really time for you to release that. And when you do, I feel like a lot of things are going to open up for you. New pathways, new opportunities, new possibilities that potentially were there all the time, but you couldn't see them because your energy was engaged in this kind of, this sense of negativity, something that just doesn't serve you. So it is time to release that Ten of Wands, guys. And some of you might be feeling quite fatigued as well after going through that situation for a period of time. Now, I do feel that there is going to be some kind of decision that's required in order to release this situation. So some of you might actually have to leave a job or change the nature of a relationship or have a difficult conversation or, even consider leaving a relationship. It's that kind of energy when we see the Two of Swords in a reading. It's a decision around a heartfelt matter. Now, with the Queen of Swords, which is undoubtedly your energy, Gemini, you are going to have the vision and clarity to make the best decision for you this week. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who sits on top of this cliff top, and she can, get an eagle-eyed, bird's-eye, 360-degree view around her. And that means she can see the big picture, and she can see, the impact of her decision and how that's going to, influence the other parties, her, strategic direction forward, and make the best decision for yourself. It's also your energy, Gemini, so I feel like you're going to be feeling doubly powerful and really ready to act and make solid progress this week. Queen of Swords is sort of the opposite of this person here with their head down, blinded by these wands. So it's really time for you to face things head on and, make clear decisions to cut away the dead wood from your life, the things that are just not working for you. This Five of Wands can also be about people that are using their power in a way that's not constructive or a way that's negative. So this is about, taking the power back, using those wands wisely. And with the Queen of Swords, through having the vision and clarity to see the situation for what it is and make her own decision or your own decision that this is the time to release it, that is truly transformative. And that's why she wears the butterfly motif on the crown there. And there's a great sense of victory as well with the Queen of Swords. But the key is going to be to make a clear decision from a factual place rather than from an emotional place, because the Two of Swords can talk about emotions clouding our decision making. So just make sure that you're not sort of getting tied up in the emotional charge of the situation. That you're really basing any decisions on key facts. How is it going to impact your life moving forward, your job, your relationship? What does it mean for you? And tune into your intuition as well. The sickle moon there is that key to between facts and intuition. We can make a good decision, but based on emotional triggers alone, often it doesn't lead us to the best outcome. But I feel, but through making the right decision for you from the place of that beautiful, Emperor and Queen of Swords energy, you're just heading into a much more stable time, Gemini. The Queen of Pentacles is about solidity, stability, being able to recognize opportunity and build proper abundance in your life. She holds the Ace of Pentacles too, so it can mean that once you clear the space, there's room for new worldly, tangible possibilities and opportunities to come forth for you that potentially you weren't seeing in, when you were weighed down by the situation. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who would live in Rama. She's living in her own sense of utopia. She's somebody that can, you know, go out to work and bring home a great paycheck, but she can also be the nurturer in the household. She's really a practical energy that can do it all. So, you know, this is about you getting back to that sense of yourself. And, you know, we do have a strong sense of practicality in this reading with the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. So you're really being asked to be practical and strategic this week. Make solid, sound decisions, not get swept away in the emotions. And, you know, then you can clear the pathway for true abundance to come back in. Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do keep in mind it is a general reading, so it won't be for every Gemini. Feel free to leave me a comment if you would like to share how it's unfolding in your daily life, and I'll see you back here next week for another reading.